And welcome to Curtain Call, our podcast all about theater. From the page to the stage, from the players to the playhouses, we bring you the stories of the people who bring you the stories live on stage. Every week, we are featuring someone or something about theater in the city of Detroit and across the country. Welcome to Curtain Call. Today, our guest is an actress. Karen Braxton is joining us today, and she's a working actress here in the city of Detroit. And of course, we have our co-host, Miss Diane Mathis, with us again today.
Hey, everybody.
And so, hello to our audience out there, and we hope you enjoy the show. Welcome to the show, Karen.
Thank you.
We're glad to have you. Glad to know that there are people out here who are working and doing theater as well as film in the city of Detroit. We're finding out now that doing theater in Detroit, there's a crossover, there's a carryover from theater to film because there is such a thriving black indie film industry in Detroit. And so a lot of the people we've had on and will have on in the future are actors and actresses who are doing theater as well as film. And actually now probably more so doing film. So we're glad to have you. We want to hear all about your experiences. We want to hear all about you and some of the work you are doing and some of the work you have done over the years. So with that, what drew you to theater? What made you want to get on stage and act in the first place?
Well,
Karen, you got your microphone, please.
oh, well,
You don't have to. You can just.
well, ever since I was a little girl, I would teach children songs, make skits, stuff like that. And so that's where it started from. Then when I got into my 20s, I would teach a large group of individuals different little skits and stuff like that. And again, song, because I was singing as well. But later, then that kind of passed for a while. And back in the 90s, I looked at something. I think the internet was not that prominent, but I think it was a flyer or something talking about a casting call for a play. And the play was called The So-Called Christians.
The so-called Christian.
Yes. And so I went to the audition, and the guy was like, he had said that he had cast everyone. So I was like, well, I'm going to leave. But he called me when I got home. He says, why'd you leave? I said, well, you said you cast everyone. He said, no, I want you to read this. I went back, and he cast me the lead role.
Wow.
As Sister Basket.
Okay. Sister Basket.
Sister Basket. It was so hilarious. Excuse me. I wish they could have continued it over because it would have been an excellent 30-minute sitcom to keep it going. It was really good. So that was the very first big stage performance that I did. And then after that, I went to a young lady named Regina. It was Regina Mack, but her name is different now. But she did a play called Chosen. So I always just did plays, because I really love it. You could be on the stage and people can interact with you. You hear them laugh, you see their faces or whatever going on. So I did plays for a very long time until I got with T.J. Hempfield.
Okay.
And that was my first time being a part of Perilous Times in the early or maybe the middle 2000s.
Okay.
And that was my first, no, that was the play. I take that back. That was the first largest production that I had been in, and that was a big one. So we did it at the Fisher Detroit Opera House. So those were the largest ones that I had been in. And then the last one I did in theater with TJ was Love Won't Let Me Wait.
Okay.
And that's the tiny theater on Woodward Avenue.
That was just recently.
Yeah.
That was this year?
It was last year.
Last year.
Did it, yes.
Oh, that's right. That's right now.
Yeah, and I played the auntie in that one, And it's amazing because the movie that Diane mentioned to you about, To Crush a Flower, that I'm in on Tubi, when people watch it, they say, oh, I want her to play this role. So he wanted me to play the auntie because he figured the way she's playing that, she'll do good with this auntie role. So I played the auntie in that one. And then the last movie, so those were my plays. That's the last play I done. Well, backtrack again. My fault. Because
That's
so many
okay.
I've done. So
That's
many.
okay.
I've worked with my girlfriend Pamela Russell, living in the pipe dream, the life of a first lady. Just so many different ones, that I have done, and I just love it because it feels like it's such a part of me to be in the in acting. I love it, and I can remember it because when I first did the very first play called The So-Called Christians, no kidding, he gave that script to me on a Thursday. By Sunday, I knew the whole script, not mine.
The whole
The whole script.
So you got bit by the bug. Seriously.
I was going, and so it was amazing because if somebody didn't remember something, I could say it, for them. And so I remember when I would be working, and I was a construction worker, and I might be in the bathroom, and it's very acoustical, but I'm in there saying lines and stuff, and I'd see somebody come around the corner like, who's she talking to? I said, nothing's wrong with me. I'm good. I'm good. I'm just doing my lines.
Just running your
I'm just
lines.
running my lines. I'm good.
That's perfect.
I was just
Karen,
running my
that's
lines. I always. So that's one thing I find about acting, being an actress or actor. You have to, like they said, sleep, eat, breathe in your lines. You just got all the time. You can't, I get back to it. You just got to do it. You got to do it. So when something comes to me or a script, I just stay with it. Whatever I'm doing, I'm running my lines to remember them, and set it up that way. So, but when I first got introduced to the first movie, The Crush of Flower, that's on Tubi, as I said, he did it as a play.
Okay.
And then he said, I'm going to make this into a movie. And that's how I got to be in that one.
Okay.
So now the next movie is called Game Time. It hasn't come out yet, but that's another one that I enjoy, and I'm also playing a mother in that movie.
Okay.
So I just love it.
So you get the mother roles.
I get the mother roles and auntie.
Mothers and auntie roles.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's cool because that's usually the meat of the storyline.
Right.
The mother or the grandmother or the auntie that kind of keeps the family together.
Right.
Which is wonderful for our community because that's the way our lives have been in the black community.
Right.
Mother, grandmother, auntie kept the family together.
And that's true.
And we need to see that more because we don't have that village connection anymore
Exactly.
like we did when I was growing up.
I know what you're saying. We didn't either. So I know. So when I did the play, Love Won't Let Me Wait, you know how you meet all the guests at the end of all they kept saying was, you played that auntie, you did that auntie role, you were serious about that. I know where you was coming from, So I appreciate the people appreciating how I presented the auntie role, and you had to embody that character so greatly that they know it's you, but they not seeing you as what I'm saying. But they said, this girl, she doing it, she doing things. So I just love it.
Love Won't Let Me Wait. Is that the one that TJ's daughter was in?
Yes, Amber.
Amber. Okay.
And she took it to Georgia, and she did it in Georgia.
Right.
Yeah.
I watch her on the
Country Wayne.
Country Wayne skits, right?
Oh my God!
Right, she's in the country, and TJ's been in some of
Yeah,
those.
he done been in
those Country Wayne
Country
skits.
Wayne is insane.
That's her. She on that. She been on that show.
Yes,
Oh, that is so
she
cool.
went
Did
on
she play
Visual-
his wife?
No, his wife.
Okay.
It's other
Something
people.
else.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, there's a lot of different storylines.
It's a
Okay.
side.
And
Yeah.
he's crazy.
Yeah, my
But I
friend
like
hooked
him.
on it. He
He's so
hooked on it.
funny.
He loves it all the time. Yeah.
Oh God.
But yeah, that's what it was. She did it in Atlanta. They said they got a sellout too. They did it out there.
Wonderful.
Wish I had been there to see that one.
Me too.
Yeah.
I would love to see that.
So let's go talk about Perilous Times. What was that? Because that's what everybody in Detroit knows. Is Perilous Time. TJ Hempfield
That's right.
and
From
Perilous Times.
That's
And it's almost an annual Easter
It was.
production for many years.
And it's a very powerful story.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Honestly, it's one of the probably most empowering things I've seen in Detroit productions because of the message, how impacting it is. I took a guy friend of mine to it, and he got mad at me when the show was over. He said, I feel like I'm convicted. I was like, well, you must be doing something wrong. Truly, that's what he said. Oh, I was so cracking up when I heard him say that. But
So what you want to talk about on it?
Oh, it's just the experience, some of the people that you worked with in that show, because I know some of those people have gone on to do big things.
When I did it, I think what was his name? Oh Lord, Jesus.
William Murphy.
He sang in it, but he's an actor. Clifton Powell.
Oh, Clifton Powell. Yeah.
Yes, I
oh,
think
you
Clifton
were with
Powell.
Clifton. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
Clifton Powell.
Okay.
And also the singer Mesa was in it.
Oh, really?
Did a part in this.
Mhm.
And I did the second time.
Mm-hmm.
But when I went to audition, because this is what I had told myself, I had never seen the play.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, this year I'm going to go and see Perilous Time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when I saw and heard that they had auditions and casting calls, I said, I'm going to try out.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I went, and basically they basically want you for the choir and all that. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And so she said, "Oh yeah, we want you for the choir. We got you. So then I went back to talk to TJ, and he was asking, "What could you do? Read this." I said, "Let me tell you something. Put me in this production, and I'm gonna sell a whole lot of tickets for you." He said, "For real?" I said, "Yes. Just watch." I won. They had a competition. I won the competition
Oh,
Okay.
my.
because I sold, I think, almost 200 tickets, and they
Wow.
were like $60 a piece.
Awesome, Karen.
One thing I appreciate that my family supports me. When I do
Absolutely.
something, they come to whatever I do
Mm-hmm.
because they know it's something I love doing,
Mm-hmm.
and I
Mhm.
appreciate them coming and say, "This is our sister, this is her dream. She living her life." You know?
Mm-hmm.
So that was good meeting those people. There are some people that have gone like this to be singing and other things. The one lady, I can't think of her name. She's in the Broadway stuff in New York. You know, of course, Clifton Powell still going on. But it was a lot. Since it was such a huge production, it took a
Mhm.
lot. But the way we did it was, he called them the Naturals to cover them out of state. But they worked with the cast that had lines, had roles, main roles.
Mhm.
We were just the chorus.
Mm-hmm.
So for weeks, all we did was sing.
Mm-hmm.
And then towards to come together, they put us together. And you could see how it all went together.
Mhm.
What was the
Mhm.
order of why we sang this song, why we sang that song,
Right,
you know.
right.
But it was like, wow. But it was amazing because when we would do it and when we were back there singing, and the songs would be so powerful, it was just like the spirit was just take over, you know, and
Absolutely.
praise and everything. It was just like, oh my God, you know.
Who was the musical director?
Shirley, what's Shirley's last name? Shirley Smith.
Okay.
She's also a music teacher. She
Okay.
teaches. She teaches piano and she does singing. So I know TJ just posted something that his daughter just did a performance, and Shirley was her vocal coach and helped her get this thing. I
Okay.
think she was like 9 or 10.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Shirley Smith. She teaches on the east side out of East Point.
Okay.
But she the one, and she knows if you can sing, 'cause she has an ear.
Right, right.
She, out of all those people that were singing, she can say you didn't hit that note right.
Mm-hmm.
She can hear you through all the crowd,
Mhm.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so I appreciate her, you know, being able to, to sing it and do it. So she got us so tired about it. But it was good. It was an experience, and I went back and I did it a second time.
Okay.
And when you meet people and you constantly going to rehearsals, just like when you sing somebody, you go on like weeks and weeks, like months, and you see these people all the time.
Mm-hmm.
When it's over, it's like an emptiness. You feel like
There it is.
missed.
There it is.
Yes.
That's something we haven't talked about yet.
You feel empty. Like,
I agree with you. on
oh,
that.
they
I
all
think,
gone.
yeah.
I missed this.
what happens when the show
What
closes.
what happens?
Yeah.
Because this is what you saw every, at least 3 to 4 times a week.
Mhm.
You were there.
Right.
And,
you
then all of a sudden you're not
connected
doing that anymore.
spiritually.
And then all of a
Yes,
sudden
you
it's
do.
like,
Yeah, you're a family for weeks at a time.
yeah. And then
And
it's
then
over.
you
Absolutely.
family throughout the run of the production, and
Yeah.
then it's over.
It's over.
And you're on to
Yeah.
the next thing.
To the
Yeah.
next thing. And some
Mhm.
people, you don't see them anymore. Some people haven't seen anymore. Some people I have seen, but
Mhm.
you just feel that connected to them. So that's
Mhm.
what's special
Mhm.
about that.
You're watching Curtain Call on WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest TV station in the world. Streaming to you live on YouTube at 5 on Mondays. So please give us a comment, give us a thumbs up, tell your family and friends that we're on every week streaming live. If you know people who are doing theater, or just actors and actresses, or musicians, or people who build sets or work in some aspect of theater, tell them about Curtain Call, and let us know who they are so we can get them on and give them some exposure and again enhance and grow the performing arts and theater in the city of Detroit. Again, you're watching Curtain Call on WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest TV station in the world, streaming to you live on YouTube. Now, theater, you named a bunch of different plays that you've done. You mentioned Clifton Powell. Who were some of the other?
I remember Mesa was in the one that I was in, and Tim Bowman's son,
Oh,
Junior.
Okay.
He was in it.
Okay.
He was in at a couple of times.
Okay. I think he was auditioned for something that I did. I can't remember. I met him. Singer, like
yeah,
nobody's
he's singer.
been.
Very talented.
Yeah, very talented
Very
singer.
talented.
Yeah, he played a young man that was wanting to do what he wanted to do, and his life got turned around. When he came to reality, he was in the biblical times.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that was those. I can't think of anybody else that might have been besides Clifton, Mason, and Tim.
Well, those are heavyweights.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then they came back. I know they came back the second time because he always, when he did it, he would bring them in. So that was good. But it was just a great, like I said, a great chemistry with the people. You know, you just didn't have no bad vibes or nothing. It just all just went together. And like you could say, the DNA just was like right there.
Yeah.
That makes for a good production.
It was.
does.
It
It
just
really
made
does.
for the best. And I don't know what it is, not trying to toot my own horn. Everybody just love
Toot
being
your horn.
around Karen.
Toot your
They
horn.
love being
Right.
with me. They was like, you just the best. You just the best. You this, you that. And I was like, I would just feel so awesome because especially the younger, they had, you know, you had the little children and all, everybody would just gravitate. You know, it's like, I remember you. I'll never forget you, you know. So I just enjoy every time I do something. Even the movie I was in, The Crush of Flower, that cast right now still is in contact with me.
Okay.
How you doing, Miss Karen? How you doing, Miss Karen? You know.
Well, you know, Karen,
Yeah.
you have that same camaraderie with me.
Yes,
You know, anything you're doing, I want to know about it. If I'm doing something, you have come
Yeah.
to support me.
Yes.
I love that about
Yes.
you. You
Yes.
are a stellar actress and more than that, a wonderful human being.
Well, thank
I
you.
noticed you guys have like a community of. We're speaking of the performing arts here, and we're basically concentrating on theater. But what I'm noticing from our guests and from you, that there's a community of people who are doing these plays and now doing movies, who are also singers, and there seems to be a real sisterhood
Yes.
of singers that are performing not only in plays and stuff, but as singers throughout the city. And I find that to be an added value to what we're
Right,
doing
it
here.
is.
I think that's important because when you have a relationship with the people that you have worked with, you promote them. You want to see them successful. So anything that you might have access to, you turn them on to.
Right.
Or if you got something going on you want me to know about, you let me know. And I think that's important because, like I said before, the community of the family in the city of Detroit was always putting people together and helping each other and offering opportunities to do certain things. So that for me has always been an issue. I love working with sisters. I love my sisterhood because I see the value in that. I see the kindness comes back and forth between us. That's important. And I hate to say it, but there are some little cliques that don't work.
That don't work out, huh?
They don't work out, and I'm okay with that. I don't want to be around anybody that's not vibing positively with me. If you vibing with me, I'm vibing with you, and I'm the kind of person. I always have been the kind of person that uplift people. That's who I thank God for that. God has given me that to want to reach out to my sisterhood because I don't have any sisters. All my sisters were much older than me, and now they're gone. So when I meet women who are doing something positive, I want to see them flourish. I want to see them be successful. Absolutely. That's where I'm coming from.
The Positive Sisters thing came to.
Absolutely, yes. That was beautiful. It was awesome.
You're,
Absolutely.
I'm guessing that you are an alto.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
And we've sang together on various occasions.
Okay.
That musical we did, I mean, whew, we rehearsed a long time for that
Long
show.
time.
Yes,
What
we
musical
did.
was that?
The Legendary Soul of R&B.
It was awesome, though.
Okay.
It
It
was
was.
awesome.
It really
We did
was.
the Mary Grove College and then at Martin Luther King High School Theater.
Okay.
It was beautiful.
Who directed
was.
that?
Lauren Harper.
Lauren Harper. That name keeps coming up. I've never met Lauren Harper.
He, matter of fact, he just started with his, it was a play called Spare Change,
Mm-hmm.
but now it's a movie.
Okay.
They made it
Oh,
into a
they're
movie.
doing. When are they doing that?
They're already doing it.
Oh, I didn't know. I hadn't heard that. That's great.
Yeah, Spare Change is in the movie. Your girl Jeannie in it.
Jeannie Lyles?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
What part is she playing? The homeless lady?
I don't know. No,
Probably
I don't
the
think
homeless
so,
lady.
but, I was looking at something today because Judge Matthew was on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, different
Okay.
ones.
Okay.
Okay.
So, but Spare Change, it's a funny,
But it has a very
if he's making a
positive
movie, he has
message.
to add more into that because it was just so small, you
Mhm.
know. So he gonna have to, add more into it as it go on. That's what he did with this To Crush a Flower, because it was just a segment. But you know how you add more into when you do a movie, you got to put more into it
Mhm.
to fill it up.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about your Detroit repertory theater experience.
Oh wow, that was phenomenal. I probably should just go again just to go.
Mhm.
But it was interesting because it taught me a lot about theater
Mhm.
that I did not know.
Mhm.
So you cannot get to a point where you feel like you're too big and you know everything you don't.
Mhm.
So they taught me all about the improvisation, how to certain ways to stand on the stage,
Mhm.
how to what's what I would use, improv,
Mhm.
all kinds of stuff they would just teach you, and at the end of it you did a set
Mhm.
on the stage there, and that was for 6 weeks.
Okay.
Every Saturday I went for 6 weeks, and I think if anyone wants to get into acting, they need to have someone
Mhm.
to just give them some guidance in it,
Mhm.
because it does make a difference. You can carry that with you.
Mhm.
And Detroit rep, we know, been around for God knows how long.
68 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
68
long
years.
time.
They just had their 68th season.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
Yeah.
And they do phenomenal plays over there. Just
Yes, they
phenomenal.
do.
I love it. I love it.
Mhm.
And it was great, and I just said, I'm going to try this, see how it go.
Mhm.
And I was grateful that I did. I
Mhm.
was so thankful that I did that.
And that's really good theater training.
Yes,
over
it
there,
is.
over
Because
there.
those teachers, they know. They know their stuff.
Okay.
Mhm.
They know.
Awesome.
Yes, they know.
How often do they have this program?
I think it's twice a year, maybe. It might be more now. I'm not sure. But it's straight 6 weeks on Saturday. You go over there, and well, we didn't actually. It was through the rep. We wasn't at the rep. We was somewhere at a like a rec center,
Mhm.
off of Williams Rec Center, off of Rosa Parks or something. It was a place we went to,
Okay.
Mhm.
but it was them because they had classrooms where you can go into,
Mhm.
and segment. So the rep is, I think I just feel that it's really helpful for anybody who want to learn theater.
Mhm.
Very, very important to learn it
Right.
because you will get instructed with the right tools on the do's and don'ts of theater,
Mhm.
and that's why
The basic fundamentals.
basic fundamentals.
You have to know the basics.
You gotta know,
And if you really want to stretch yourself and to grow as an actor, it's best to learn the basic fundamentals
That's right.
Absolutely. I
of
agree with
theater,
that.
the acting areas,
Right.
the full front, 1/4 right, 1/4 left, how to
Yes.
stand on the stage. And, a lot of people don't realize that you got to stay open up to the audience.
Yes,
right.
can't
While
have
you're
your
on
back.
the stage.
That's the difference in film
Mhm.
and theater.
Yeah.
Film, you can have your back. Nobody can make a difference.
Right.
But in theater, you got to be on that angle. They got to see what's going on. You can't block. You don't walk across somebody. You walk
Right.
behind them. You know, all the things you got to know how to do.
Unless it's on your line.
Unless on right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
So yeah, it's very very important to know.
How long were the classes on Saturdays?
Oh, I think we went from. No, I think it was like 5 hours.
Wow, that was intense.
Oh, it was intense. Yeah, it was a nice long.
Well, if you're serious about acting, you need to do
right.
You need to find out all
because
the things that you need to do.
I think it's just me personally. When I see few people that's on stage that are doing plays or doing film, sometimes they are lacking the real know-how, how to present that, how to project that, how to be that.
That's right.
Yeah. And I can see it. But I'm not, I ain't writing no checks, but I'm just saying. But you can
what
see.
What you saying makes sense.
But
Absolutely.
they don't. I was like, no. Now they know they shouldn't have done that.
Right. And especially if the microphones aren't working. And you're depending on the microphone to work and you don't know how to project to the audience. You can hear people, I can't hear you. That's embarrassing.
That's embarrassing.
It is truly
I did a movie, I forgot about this one right here. It was called Family Survival. And he filmed everything on green screen. And when he brought it together, it looked like we was writing the set. But one thing that is a pet peeve of mine, when you learn the lines, but don't be you. If you know what I mean.
Yes.
I did curtain call, restrain. You can't say it like yourself.
Right.
And so, in that particular, not coming against him, but certain of the people were portraying to be people that had power, kings, and all that. What king that's mellow? No. They got the power with their voices.
Right.
So, it's amazing that, like I said, some people don't know how to get out of themselves to become to the character person. But that's why you kind of lose it. That's why I think sometimes when people watch these movies on Tubi, they lose their interest because it's not bringing them in. Even the big screen things at the movie show, it ain't nothing.
There's a level of energy that is required to be an actor.
Yes,
and a lot of people don't understand that you have to go to that level of energy just to be the basic character.
That's right.
Not alone a character that requires even more energy than that. So when I'm teaching, I'm always teaching about get to that energy level.
Get to that energy level.
You can't be you.
You can't.
And be an actor.
Right.
You can't get up there and recite lines.
That is...
Like you said, Karen, every place you went, you were reciting your lines so that you could solidify that you knew your lines and how to present that character.
Right.
And people are like, what's wrong with you? Or what's going on? Because
I stayed in it. I stayed in it.
Trust me, I understand.
I stayed in it. Even the last thing I just did was when I just did Game Time. And it was the guy that played my husband. He said, I just love you because you know how to do this thing, girl. I'm just looking at you. I just love you. I just met you, but I just love you because you just know how to do it. You know how I could improv, because like there's a line that I had with my daughter and it needed something. And one of my sons in the play, in the movie, he wasn't at the graduation. So I'm asking, like, what's more important than him being here? Just really. His only brother. So the daughter says, well, I text him, and he texted me back, and he said that she go right into it. Well, I talked to the director, but I said, how about if I say, she said, I text him, and I say, well, what did he say? Well, he says such again. Well, text him back and see what's going on. That didn't go in there, but he said, "Oh, now that fit real good," because it made it some like conclusion to it, put it together, So, but sometimes things are just left on a hook, and you need to put that other part in there, So that's why, because I love because you know I just put it on.
Of course.
but it make sense.
Absolutely.
More so.
Absolutely.
Because she said I text him and he said, well, I'm used to next talking to me. I'm just saying, and what did he say? I want to know, what did he say? He texts you back, you know.
That sounds like it's on the writer.
Yeah, it actually is.
It is. That
I
sounds
know
like
who was on. That's why I put it on there.
Yeah.
So when I told him, he said, go ahead and put that in there. That fits. Because it did.
You are watching Curtain Call on WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest TV station in the world. Streaming to you live on YouTube at 5 on Mondays. Again, let us know you're watching. Tell your family and friends. Support us, and we'll support theater and live theater. And now we're even branching off into our movies that are being produced here in Detroit. So, again, you're watching Curtain Call on WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest TV station in the world. Now, have you done any writing as an actor?
No, I not as an actor. I did when my kids were in school. I wrote. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't stop. They needed something to be written out for them.
Mm-hmm.
So I just began to write about these three sisters.
Mm-hmm.
And before I knew it, I had already got to about 10 pages.
Mm-hmm.
I knew they was in elementary. They couldn't take that. It was too much. But I saw it as it was just flowing, like it was just real.
Mm-hmm.
So I just told someone, I'm going to write my own play.
You can.
I'm going to write me a play because I know how I want it to go.
Well, you can.
And I'm
do
going
that,
to do
Karen.
it. So I haven't done it yet,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm going to.
Okay.
So people going to know who Karen Braxton is.
All right.
I'm going to do it.
As a writer.
As
I
a
told you
writer.
the same thing about a
And
song.
they're going to know who Karen Braxton is as a singer.
Okay.
I'm coming out. Like that song says, I'm coming out.
Okay.
I want the word.
Okay.
I told you that. Karen.
Yes.
Okay,
But I haven't done it. But that's been in mind for me to do.
Okay, so you've done a number of movies, indies, local indie films here in Detroit. Most of them play on Tubi. I know a lot of people are watching Tubi now.
Mm-hmm.
I know my family in Tennessee, they watch Tubi a lot.
Okay.
And so there are a lot of movies that are being made here. One of the things, and you've obviously been in a number of them, one of the things that comes up again is the writing.
Mm-hmm.
How do you find the writing to be for most of these movies that you're doing?
I say in between. Some are good, some are not.
Mm-hmm.
Just my opinion. You know, they could have kept that, or that was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I like it when they write a story or movie rather, and the twist on it that you didn't see it coming.
Mm-hmm.
I love that suspense.
Mm-hmm.
But if you see it in the beginning, you already know what's going to happen. That's just a weak movie.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I already figured it out. Really, you know, that's just not good to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so they be mediocre. Some of them are good, some are okay. You know, that's just what I look at. They're just okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm not coming against the writer. I think there's a little bit more
Mm-hmm.
work on how they write it.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're trying to capture an audience, you got to make sure you're putting out something that's going to capture your audience.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing about Tubi. If you put your movie on Tubi and it's not watched all the way to the end, the person loses out, the writer.
Mm. Oh, okay. So I've often wondered how that works.
They have to watch it through the end to get their profit from it.
So they know you're not going through the. Oh, I didn't know that.
Okay, how does that work?
You got to watch it all. I don't know. They know you own. They know you own something, but if you stop it, you didn't complete it because you got. You know, Tubi got all these commercials, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So they got all these commercials going through there. Well, if you stopped them with a commercial, they just said they know. So I've heard, like when I did the Game Time, there's one guy there named, what is his name? He said, watch it to the end. You got to watch it all. You got to watch it all. Because that's how I get paid. Watch it. More time, more people watch it, the more you get paid. People watch it. And the more people watch it, it gets to the home screen.
Okay.
What does that mean?
That means when you open YouTube, it's on the home screen. You don't have to type it in and search it.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh,
So,
I
like,
see.
I've opened up Tubi to watch something, and I don't really know all the names of the movies that are being produced here.
You
And
type it in.
well, yeah, I know that.
Okay.
But I'll look for them on like the home screen. And if I don't see them, then I'm not. And sometimes I can't always recall the name fully.
Right.
In order to be able to type it in and say, watching like My Father's Blood, I knew what that was.
Right. Right.
So I'm learning some things here about.
Me too, because I didn't know that.
Yeah, you have to watch it all. You have to watch the whole thing.
Well, I guess
and sometimes some people pay more to get it on the home screen.
How do they do that?
They got a way to do it.
Okay, you're saying the producers pay more?
They'll pay to get it on the home screen. So when you open up, you see it instead of trying to search for it.
Okay.
So that's why I'm over to Crush a Flower. They said, watch it. The more you watch it, it'll get on the home screen.
Okay.
Get on the home screen,
Okay.
Because when you open up, there's a lot of stuff on the home screen.
Yeah, there is.
So much on the home screen. And so that's what they want. But it is important that if you're going to look at them, you got to watch it to the end.
Is it on the home screen, Crush a Flower? Because I've watched it twice.
I'm not sure if it's on home screen yet.
Okay, because I watched it twice.
To Crush a Flower. You said that's a true story.
Yes, it was the guy, the writer, when he was a little boy. His parents were in the drugs, and
his parents were
in drugs.
Okay.
Both his parents, and his grandmother raised him. Well, she took him. Time to time he would stay with her. And but it was when he was growing up in the 70s. I think it was still kind of racist. So there was a Caucasian woman, white woman in the neighborhood she wasn't going to move. And so she was real mean to all the black people in the neighborhood. And so that was what was it about as well.
Okay.
Crush a Flower. So the grandson in the movie just got fed up and had enough. And then he went and crushed her flowers. Although his life was crushed because he really stumped him literally, and his life was crushed too because his mama on drugs. She don't want him. He thinking she don't want him, but she couldn't do nothing because the drugs had taken over. So
Okay, I noticed that a lot of the movies, that's a part of the central theme: the drugs, the single parents, the infidelity. I know a lot of those.
The clubs, dancing in the clubs.
I mean, I was saying, you know what? I was looking at the movie. I says, infidelity, drugs, religion. And what's the other one you said? But those are what they have a lot of. That's the storyline for a lot of two movies. So one comes out that's they can change it would be phenomenal. But that's just I think because I watched the movie. Well, the movie that I'm going to be in Game Time is a drug movie as well. And but it had a great ending because my son in the movie was a football player. Got to go off to college to play football. But I think that when the writers be writing their stories, I think they probably seen some other movies, and so they kind of, that's just my thought, I don't know, figure out how I can get around and make it similar but not the same. So the drugs, because that's like they say, what sells in the movies? Sex, violence, and
but that's not all we are.
I know, but that's what's on the movies.
But that's not all we are.
That's not what I am.
And that's the problem that I have with the movies, because having worked in the school system and see where these kids come from, and they're watching these movies on Tubi with their parents. I'm thinking, so you can't give them a better presentation of what life could be or should be. You're enabling their participation in all this stuff that's not helpful to their success. So that's why I have a problem with some of the movies.
Yeah.
And like you said, if you don't watch all the way through, well, I can't tell you how many movies I've started watching. I'm like,
Yeah, me too.
I can't watch. I
You
can't
know, I guess I've shorted quite a few of
well,
them.
me too. I say personally, I can't do this.
Quite a few of them been shorted.
I saw this in 3 other movies.
Yeah,
So,
you're supposed to watch them all. But I
sorry.
cheat. I just speed it up.
What? If you speed it up, did they still get the credit?
Well, you watched it. It's at the end.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
I don't know. But
I
that's
don't.
what I
I'm not, and I'm not going to do
I don't
that.
know.
I just
But that's
can't.
what it is. But that's, the more people view your movies, and like Dennis Reed's been out forever.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got, 200 movies or more on
I don't
Tubi?
know.
Turn and look around, he got a new movie.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I have seen more different other writers that are on there now that got different movies, which is really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Wish I could think of the guy's name.
Well, there's a great movie. I don't know if I told you about it. Mirror of Deception by Tamashian Jones, and he belongs to the 13 Collective.
Mm-hmm.
The movie is great. Have you seen that?
I watched it. You told me.
I watched it 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it because every time I saw it, I was like, ooh, I missed that.
That's why watching a movie, to me, one time is not going to give it all to you.
Right.
Even if I go to show you want to watch it again because, look, I don't remember seeing that.
That's
I
what I'm
didn't see
saying.
that.
Mhm.
So it's always, to me, if you can watch at least twice, you'll get something more out of it. You'll figure out, I see why they did that. Now I understand it, Sometimes you don't get it when you first see it, Yeah. But going back to, to theater, as you said, if the mics don't work, you have to know how to project.
Absolutely.
And some people don't have that voice to project.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're going to be an actor, you got to.
That's why I said it's so important to go where someone can work with you to bring that out of you.
Mm-hmm. I'm only going to cast someone who can project. I'm not going to cast someone who can't project.
Yeah.
I've actually fired a sound company doing a show.
Wow.
Because
they didn't give you what you paid for.
The sound was bad, and they wanted to charge a fortune for bad sound.
That's terrible.
And so I asked the audience, on stage myself, without the mic, if they could hear me. And then I asked them if they could hear the actors. And when they said yes, because we were projecting, we had live music, but I made sure the band played softly when the people sang. And so when they said we can hear you, I cut the sound company loose.
Because you got to be able to be heard.
Yeah.
You got to be able to be heard.
Yeah.
Another thing too is when an actor forgets the line or drops the line, like you said, you know everybody's line. You know how to bring them back because you know what their next line is or what they dropped. That's important to be able to know how to do that as well, because if they're lost, if they don't know how to come back or get back on track, okay, well then now you got a faux pas going on. And that's not good.
You just jump in there and say, because when we went to the workshop where I met you at, the young man that played in Greenleaf as the Winans' daughter's husband.
Oh yeah, right.
He was there.
Oh.
And he was saying, I told him that's what I do. He says, well, I'm sorry, I'm not learning everybody's lines. I'm doing just me. I can't be concerned about people else. I said, but I can kind of see it. I don't know what he called it something, but I can just see it go across my head. I can see like what's being said in my head. I see it, And he said, I can't do that. I can. When we just did.
That's a great trait to be able to do that.
So, and like I said, I just make it my business. Cause one thing I just do not like myself if I don't learn it. There's no reason why you done had the script and you don't know that script.
True.
Come on now. You didn't just get it yesterday because the professionals literally sometimes get a script the same day and have to learn that.
That's true.
So they be doing 15 hours, 20 hours doing that. When I did Game Time, we was at rehearsal from I think it was from 4 until 2 o'clock
in the morning. Wow.
Bad part about that though, It was my set. I'm just there. But that's how long was ready till you can leave, you know. But you got to get into it. You got to, because I've seen people stumble, and you just got to know how to bring them back in. You know, I know how to bring them back in. You know. Well, it happened to me one time when we went to Toledo, Ohio, and we did the play, and my mind went so blank. I was trying to figure out what the heck just happened here. But you should have seen me. I was just talking, ranting, raving, just saying everything until it popped back in my head.
Yeah, we can't have dead space then.
No, I don't like dead space. I don't like dead space.
Oh,
Yeah.
And I just kept on, you know, his name was Mr. Peabody. Mr. Peabody, I just don't know why they did it the way they did. Whatever I was saying, and it came back to me. Well, I tell you what, I'll give you the, and it, you know, come back.
It came back. Okay. Well, that happens.
Because people in the audience,
they don't know.
They don't
They
know.
don't know. They don't know the script.
So you just roll with it.
Mhm.
So I just roll with it.
Don't break character.
Don't break character.
Yeah,
don't break it.
character.
You know, Mr. Douglas, who know is great doing that kind of thing is Mike White.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, Mr. Mike White, Lord have mercy. You have not met him. You will meet him, Karen. I'm gonna make sure you meet him.
Okay.
He is one of these characters that when he takes a role, he makes it. I mean, he just takes it anywhere, but he always back on where he's supposed to be. But when I did a play with him, he would be saying things, and I was like, I got to get up with him. And every time he said something, I was right there with him, and he said, how you know how to do that? I said, Michael, I didn't just start acting, but see, you made me go there with you, because I wasn't letting you just drop me on the floor. You wasn't going to do that to me.
Right.
So that was great.
That is.
But you got to be able to learn how to do that.
That's right.
You have to have that.
That's that improv.
That's right.
That's improv. As I said, you got to know how to get back on track.
That's right.
Get back on. It's just like somebody singing a song, and they went somewhere else, and they come back to where they need to be. They did whatever, even off a different note, but bring it on back down here.
That's right.
You know.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to lose the essence of the script, and that can happen. Some people have jumped, given a line that's 5 pages
ahead.
Right, and somebody has to bring them back. That's the importance of working together as an ensemble.
That's right.
So that everybody knows what everybody's doing.
That's right.
Everybody's got the timing down. Everybody knows what's supposed to happen next.
Right.
There's a lot that goes into doing theater.
That's why they say. That's why it is important to read the whole script.
Right. You can't just
really
read your part.
Is important. You can learn but because you won't know what's going on the whole step. Even in the movie that I just did, that's a big script. So I read some of it, but I didn't know what was going on. Some of it, I mean, I hadn't seen it. So I was in on some of the sets. So I said, oh, that's where that go. That's where that go. So that's why, when they had movie premieres, because you see it all come together.
Right.
You know. So I look forward to that, when you do the premieres, because you can appreciate it.
Okay, so we got about a minute. So tell the audience what they can see you in coming up, and so we can get them to watch it all the way through, so everybody can get paid.
Yeah, so everybody can get paid. Please go to Tubi and watch To Crush a Flower. It is a phenomenal movie.
It is.
And
It really is.
you'll appreciate it. Please tell your family and friends To Crush a Flower. And then the next one that I'm going to be in is not coming out probably until probably spring of next year, but we're going to have our premiere before the year is out. It's called Game Time.
Okay.
It's called Game Time. Yes. And my character in it is Miss Sandy. Her name is Sandy. Yes.
Okay. Well, again, we appreciate you coming in and sharing your time and experience with us. We've enjoyed it. We've learned some things today, especially on the movie production side of it. So again, thank you for being here. Tell your family and friends to tune in and watch us.
Okay.
Watch you. They can.
Yes.
It's up on YouTube now, and it'll be restreaming from now on.
Okay.
So they can watch it. Thank you, audience. We're glad you joined us today. Join us again on next Monday at 5 o'clock for Curtain Call. Thank you, and have a good evening.